Ateneo de Manila University put up a virtual museum back in 2017 with a mission to make it a comprehensive online resource for educators to help them teach the values learned from the martial law era. To know more about the museum and that era, we speak now to the former director of the Ateneo Martial Law Museum, Arjan Aguirre. Arjan, thank you so much for joining us. How did the museum commemorate today's 50th anniversary?
Good evening, Rico, and to all our viewers. So in Ateneo, we commemorate the declaration of martial law through a week-long activities. More than 50 activities were organized by students, faculty, staff, and most of our activities were well attended. In fact, just this night we just ended our university community gathering and concert, wherein we sang the songs of the martial law era, and we were joined by our students. In fact, they were the ones who are now very much engaged in this commemorative activities.
So Arjan, a week-long of activities to basically make people aware about the martial law period. Let's listen now, Arjan, to two lawmakers who have this to say about the martial law era.
What is there to apologize? Mag-move on na tayo. Wala namang imagine, President Marcos got the highest number of votes in Philippine history. 31 million. Di pa ba sapat yun?
Kung may kasalanan man yung ating dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Sr., hindi po kasalanan ng anak yun. Kahit po sa Islamic faith, kahit sa Catholic faith, yung kasalanan ni Adan, hindi namang kasalanan natin. Pag hindi tayo nakaalis dyan sa Marcos issue na yan at martial law issue na yan, kailan pa tayo mag-grow?
So Arjan, you heard them, Robin and Jinggoy, urging Filipinos to move on, as the Marcos, they say, are not at fault over anything. Do you agree?
I will, with all due respect to our dear senators, Senator Jinggoy Estrada and Senator Robin Hood Padilla, my sense or my idea of moving on entails, closure. Okay, closure of what happened. Closure of why did these things happen, and I think it also tells us that this closure should be based on truth and accountability. So to me, his electoral victory in the recent elections doesn't give us this closure that we all need.
So what is this closure that you're asking for, Arjan? What is this closure?
Well, to me, it can never be a closure. There will never be a closure as long as people who were responsible for the human rights violations, the widespread corruption that happened, were given the right determination of their guilt. We have yet to really know who these people are. Put them all in bars, and of course, the sad thing about this is that. It's been 50 years, okay? We are still, searching and looking for, justice.
But Estrada, of course, explained that the 31 million votes proves that the Marcoses have nothing to apologize for. And for Padilla, yung kasalanan ni Adan, hindi kasalanan natin. Must we not leave that dark past behind?
Well, my only, comment to that is that, we should not conflate the popularity of Marcos Jr. with perhaps the closure that they're asking, or perhaps the moving on, that they're expecting from us. So I'm really sorry, but I guess the more important thing here is to really find the truth, to really understand the situation that we are into because of the things that were done during the martial law era.
And how many human rights violations? Please share with us. I mean, you have all of this data on your website. Were registered during the Marcos Sr. regime, from arrests to detentions to disappearances and even summary executions.
Well, the estimates that we are getting from various sources, from NGOs, as well as human rights groups who are monitoring the numbers, more than 70,000 people were imprisoned without search warrants. 35 more than 35,000 people, on the other hand, were tortured. Okay, and of course, 3,257, that's the numbers these days, were killed. Okay, and 77 were disappeared. So these are real numbers with real stories behind them. And just to disregard these numbers and say that it's high time for us to forget and move on, I think that would be a disaster, especially for our nation.
And Arjan, finally, there are even some lawmakers who want the Presidential Commission on Good Government abolished. This was formed in 1986 to retrieve the ill-gotten wealth of the Marcoses. They say it has outlived its existence. And also here, Juan Ponce Enrile is in favor of scrapping the 1987 Constitution and bringing back the 1973 Constitution. What do you have to say to this?
Well, I am for, in fact, the strengthening of PCGG. Okay, so instead of abolishing it, perhaps we should strengthen it. Okay, to make it more effective in in really reclaiming the ill-gotten wealth. The investigator power. They should have more resources, okay, to really make them more effective in their duty. My point here is that we still have yet to really reclaim the full amount of the wealth that was that was taken from us during the martial law era. And I think the current amount that was identified or known is 124 billion, okay, as of 2021. I mean, we still have yet to retrieve that amount. So again, it is still ongoing, it is still in progress, it is not yet done. PCGG needs our help. Instead of abolishing it, my stand here is that you strengthen it, make it more effective, because we have yet to solve, we have yet to really reclaim those ill-gotten wealth. Okay.
And on Twitter right now, what's trending is hashtag never forget and hashtag never again, and not move on. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word, former director of the Ateneo Martial Law Museum, Arjan Aguirre.